Hi, good morning, students. Myself, Venkatesh, Department of CSC. Now, today's class, we are going to discuss about basic blocks and the flow graphs. Last class, we have discussed about the target language. So, what are the various addressing modes and what are the various instruction operations, and at the same time, how to calculate the instruction cost. Now in this class, what is a basic block, how to construct a basic block, and at the same time, how to draw a flow graphs. All those things we are going to discuss now. See, a graph representation of three address statements is called as flow graphs. In flow graphs, nodes represent basic blocks and edges represents flow of control information. First, we should know about basic blocks. A basic block is a sequence of three address statements in which the flow of control enters at the beginning and leaves at the end. So assume that this is a sequence of three address code statements. See, this is the entry, this is the exit point. So we can call it as a block B1 or block B2, like that. In this block, we have a sequence of three address statements. For example, consider this block. This is a block B1 or B2 or something, anything. So it contains a sequence of three address statements in which the flow of control enters at the beginning and leaves at end. Therefore, it should not have conditional or unconditional go to in the middle of the three address statements. It can be in the final statement. It means the conditional or unconditional go to may be in final statement but not in the middle of the three address statements. It means in the middle of the sequence of three address statements, we should not have any conditional or unconditional go to. This is the meaning of that one. So now we should know about how to construct or how to partition a three address statements into basic blocks. See, let us see one example here. Here a equal to x plus y plus z. The three address statements for this example, see, for example, t1 equal to y star z, t2 equal to x plus t1, whereas a equal to t1. These three statements can be in a single basic block. So this is a three address statement, this is a three address statement, this is a three address statements. It can be in a one block, that is block B1. Here the flow of control enters at beginning and leaves at end. This is the beginning, this is end. There is no branching statements in the middle of the statements. Here in the middle of the sequential statements, there is no branching statements. So this is the example for block is, it consists of a sequence of three address statement. We can call it as a block. Next, coming to the algorithm for convert three address statement into basic block. That is algorithm for partitioning three address statement into basic block. If we take any algorithm, for every algorithm we have input and output. Here in this also, input are sequence of three address statements. From the three address statements only, we are going to construct basic blocks, as well as output is a list of basic blocks. Here we have some steps are there. See, majorly there are two steps. First one is determining the set of leaders. See, determining the set of leaders. See, for finding the leader, we have again three rules. See, first one is the first statement is a leader. That means in the sequence of statements, the first statement itself, it is a leader. Next one is any statement, that is target of conditional or unconditional go to is a leader. For example, go to 5 gives means that fifth statement is a leader, like that. Next one is any statement that immediately follows go to or unconditional go to is a leader. That means statement that immediately follows go to or unconditional go to is a leader. Next, second one is after finding leader, see for each leader we have to build one basic block so that basic block contain leader and all statements up to the next leader. See for each leader we are going to build one basic block. Among those basic block, what are the contents we have? Leader and all the statements up to the next leader. See, for example, if we take an example here, see, here we have a fragment of source code, and a corresponding 3 address code. See here, assume that this 3 address code generated by intermediate code generation. This is the source code. Here assume that given source code is p equal to 0 and I equal to 1. Next to begin p equal to p plus a of I star b of I, then I equal to I plus 1, then end of the statement, and while I less than or equal to 20, j equal to j plus 1. For this fragment of source code, this is the 3 address code generated by the intermediate code generator. See here, first statement we have p equal to 0 in the source code, also p equal to 0, here also p equal to 0, then I equal to 1, here also I equal to 1. Next to do while loop given, we have given do while loop. First we need to calculate a of I. Assume that for a of I index occupies 4 bytes. So if a of 0 stored in 1001, then a of 1 must be in 1004. Each integer occupies 4 bytes. For we have to calculate this index. So t1 equal to, we should write like this, t1 equal to 4 into I. Then t2 equal to a of t1. Similarly, for T3 also, first we are going to calculate B of I. So we can write T3 equal to 4 into I. Then T4 equal to B of T3. Then multiplication should be performed. So T5 equal to T2 into T4. That is T2 into T4. Then next one is I equal to I plus 1. That is T6 equal to, before that one, T6 equal to P plus T5. That is P equal to P plus A of I star B of I. Here A of I star B of I is nothing but T5. So T6 equal to, temporary variable T6 equal to P plus T5. This T5. Then next one is P equal to T6. The T6, entire T6 will be stored in P. That is P equal to T6. Next statement is T7 equal to I plus 1. I plus 1. Next I equal to T7. T7 will be stored in I. Next one is while condition, if I less than or equal to 20, then go to 3. Here condition is true, then it will go to the, again, P equal to P plus A of I star B of I. So if I less than or equal to 20, then go to statement 3. T3 means T1 equal to 4 star I. From this onwards it will be executed. Then next statement is T8 equal to J plus, J will be incremented by 1. T8 equal to J plus 1. We are going to store T8 in J, that is J equal to T8. These are the three address code statements for the source code, given source code. Now from these three address statements, we are going to construct basic set of blocks. See, in the algorithm we have studied now, see, first we have to find out the leader. Rule for finding the leader is first statement in the three address code is a leader. So here first statement is p equal to 0. It is a leader. Next one is the target of conditional or unconditional go to is a leader. Here go to is nothing but go to conditional or unconditional go to. If I less than or equal to 20, so the target is nothing but 3. So the target of this one is 3. So 3, third statement is also a leader. So leaders are first statement, then third statement is a leader. Next, as per the third rule, statement that immediately follows conditional go to is a leader. So here it is the conditional go to. Next, the statement follows the conditional go to is 13, that is T8 equal to j plus 1. This is also a leader. So among these sequence of three address codes, leaders are first one, third one, and next one is 13th one. So leaders are 1, 3, 13. Here after that, after finding the leader, for each leader we have to construct basic block. There are 3 leaders are there. So for each leader we have to construct basic blocks. So that means we have 3 basic blocks. Totally we have 3 basic blocks are there. Here as per the rule we have studied just now, the rule is nothing but, see here, for each leader build one basic block which contain leader and all statement up to the next leader. That means here we have leaders are 1. We have 1 and all the statements up to 3, third leader. Again, next third is a basic block and all the statements up to 13. That means 3 to 12. Here 1 to 1 and 2 only. 3 to 12. Again 13. For 13 and 14 is a one basic block. See here, basic block B1, that is only 2 statements, 1 and 2. And next one is, next block is, next to leader is 3. So next leader is 13. Between 3 to 13, all the statements before 13, that means from 3 to 12, it is a block B2. So again third block, that is 13. From 13 to only 2 statements, 13 and 14. So this is a block B3. So B1, B2, B3, 3 blocks. So for this 3 address code, now we have converted as blocks, that is B1, B2, B3. First we are going to find out the leaders. From the leaders only we are going to calculate the block, that is basic blocks. From this basic blocks we are going to draw the flow graph. We are going to convert this as a flow graph. So what is a flow graph? It is a directed graph in which nodes are represented as basic blocks and edges are flow graphs. We have to draw the directed edge from B1 to B2 if conditional or unconditional jump from B1 to B2, and the second one is B2 immediately follows B1. See here, B2 immediately follows B1. So from B1 to B2 we are going to draw like this, the one arrow. That means after B1 we have B2. Then B3 follows B2, that is B2. From B2 to B3 we have again one line. See here there is a conditional. Here what we have studied, conditional or conditional jump, conditional or unconditional. We have a conditional go to. So again go to 3. See, from actually go to 3 means go to B2 only. So for this one we are going to give one edge from this block to the itself, that is for statement 3 only. That means for this B2 only we are going to draw one edge. That is why, because go to 3. So from this one to we have to draw one edge for 3. 3 means it is block B2. Here go to 3 means go to B2 only. So this is block B1, B2, B3. If we take flow graphs, B1, then B1 to B2, as well as B2 to B3. Here arrow is there. Here B1 to B2. At the same time arrow is there. Here condition is there. Now I conditional go to I less than or equal to 20, go to B2. So from this we have to draw one edge to 3, that is B2 only. So this is regarding about the basic blocks and flow graphs. For a given 3 address code, how to construct basic block and flow graph. Thank you very much.